So the first thing that comes to your mind when I say the words operating system is Android, Windows and iOS. Well, coming up guys, keep watching. Hey guys, it's Techflex here, out with another video, and in this video I'm going to be giving you a preview or an overview of an operating system. Well, what exactly is an operating system? Well, the operating system is the one who really controls the hardware so that you can get a certain output, or you can get the desired thing, whatever you want from your device. It can be even your computer or your phone. So what exactly happens over here? So you could say that you are the user and the operating system is in the middle, and the operating system controls the hardware. What kind of abilities can an operating system have? It can have a totally graphical user interface, or I could also call that as an GUI. By graphical user interface, I just mean that you have all those animations, you have all those drawings and that lovely beautiful operating system kind of those looks. It looks pretty nice. So that is what I mean by a graphical user interface. So that is one of the major things what an operating system really offers. It can be Android, Windows or iOS. So let me give you examples of what an operating system can really have. The examples of an operating system that can really be your Android, Windows, iOS, Mac OS, and for all those developers or coders, I could also call that as Linux, the operating system. So what is iOS and what is Mac OS? iOS is for all those iPhone operating systems, and Mac OS is for all those MacBooks containing Mac OS or MacBook operating system, for all those Apple-aligned laptops. Well, let me ignore that and let me move further. What does an operating system really contain in it? What kind of services does it have? So let me give you a very little information of whatever operating system offers. It's pretty important, so let me tell that to you. IMPMMS. Information management, process management, memory management and security. So what is this stuff? So let me begin with information management. Information management is one with whom the operating system can really modify information or retrieve information or data for you. So what are the services offered by them? Well, the information management can do stuff like read data, write data, create directories, can even delete files, delete data, delete information, and a lot of that stuff. So giving you a proper example of what it is the My Computer of all those computers and the file manager of all those Android phones. That is the best example I can give you, so that you can open a file, you can close a file, create copies out of it. So by copies I can mean that I can write data, read data and do a lot of stuff. And moving further, we have process management, and process management is the one who keeps a track of all those open applications you have started in your operating system. So process management, so you didn't really get it. So keeping a track of all the apps you have opened, that's all. So you open an app, the process management keeps a track of all those open processes, or keeps a track of your open app, and it would call itself as a process. So keeping a track is what you call as a process, and a smaller version of, or a subversion of a process is what you call as a thread. So let me tell you what can a process really do. Well, all these processes, when you happen to open apps or execute apps or run apps, it is run on the processor. So that's why we say the faster the processor, the faster is your device or your computer. So just get a fast processor. The RAM really doesn't matter so much, so that everything is run at a particular time, is run at a good speed. So let me get into process management. Well, what can a process management and an operating system really do? Well, let me compare this to me having a computer in a hand, computer or even a laptop. So what a process can really do, a process can be terminated or it can also be ended. So I have my CPU or my computer running, I can totally shut it off and I can say that that's the end of the computer. I do not mean cutting it from the middle. Oh, of course not. I can also change priorities. So suppose if I have a computer and a laptop, both of them together, and I had to really think of whom I should go first with, I would first go with the laptop, so I can change priorities of my usage. So I'll use the laptop first and then the computer. So I have changed my priorities. I am also able to dispatch. I am also available to run my computer, or I could also say that I can start my computer. I have to ready a process. By ready a process, I would mean like switch on the power supply so that I can start or I can execute my computer. And I can also suspend a process or resume a process. By that I mean stop using my computer for a while and then resume using my computer after a while. And I can also block a process. By that it would be really very depressing. That is, block my computer. That means stop using it completely. And to move further, we have memory management. So what does memory management really do, and whom is it really related to? Well, memory management is completely keeping a track of all those open processes. Like suppose you open an app, so keeping a track of all those open apps on your RAM is what you call as memory management. So everything is a track in the form of a list. So I had to check my RAM. So if there happens to be some kind of space available on the RAM, I would be checking that kind of list. So I open an app, a certain amount of memory is allocated or is given to that app. So again, the memory management will be updating itself on that list and saying that this amount of memory is gone and this amount of memory is left. So that is what memory management really does. So there are just two major technical terms which are really given to memory management, and that happens to be giving or allocating a memory chunk to the app or program. And once the process or the app is really terminated, it would just be freeing the chunk of memory given to that app. So I open an app, memory is given to that, RAM memory is given to that. I close an app, the RAM memory is taken back from that app. So that's all we have from memory management. And moving further, we have security. Now I'm not really talking about the night guard here, but I'm really going to be talking about your security, and majorly it's going to be confidentiality, integrity, and another major word which happen to be availability. Well, operating systems give you an ability of creating a local account password, or actually what I mean by local account password is creating a pattern, putting a pin code on your phone, or doing any sort of that stuff on your computer, or it can also be on your phone. So we'll begin with confidentiality. Is the one who checks or is the one who ensures that there is no unauthorized user who comes and checks your computer in an unauthorized manner. So that would be called as a reading operation, because a hacker just comes in and hacks into your computer and is just checking data, is just checking details about you, and that can be really hazardous, that can be really harmful for maybe you, since you're the one who's getting hacked. And to move further, we also have integrity. And now by integrity, I mean that the operating system is the one who really ensures that there is no data amended. By amended, I mean edited. So like you may happen to have some important data, like even it can be my project file, and my project file is totally edited, like something else is completely put in that, so I can be in some real trouble. So the operating system ensures that there is no integrity damaged when it comes to security in an operating system. So no data is amended, that is what we mean by integrity. And availability is the one who really checks that the right amount of information is given to the right user, that happens to be you, at a particular time or at the right time. So whenever you log in and you happen to access your computer or even edit data and all that stuff, that happens to be availability, and that happens to be very important part in the service called as security in an operating system. So without really having this availability, you would not be watching this video, and we surely have a secure phones in our hands. Well, we end over here. Have a good one. Take care.